But we begin with breaking news. CBS News has learned that the New York City police detectives right now a stolen laptop owned by the U.S. Secret Service. The laptop contains sensitive information, including documents about the president, as well as former presidential candidate Hillary Clinton. For more on this, we turn to our Homeland Security correspondent Jeff Pegues in Washington. Jeff, what do we know about this laptop?
Well, this was a laptop that, according to our law enforcement sources, was taken from a vehicle yesterday morning at about 8:40 a.m. on Thursday morning. And now the NYPD is looking into this stolen laptop, trying to catch up with a person who took it from a vehicle. What we know is that there is surveillance video that is being examined. The question is the video good enough for police to identify a potential suspect? Right now, we're told that it is not. But they are working on that, and they're trying to track down this laptop as well because, as you mentioned, it contains some important information, sensitive information. At least that's what our law enforcement sources are telling us. Rena?
Jeff, any idea who may have taken it? Any leads from police?
No idea yet, but as I said, they're working on it. And the question is to track that down as soon as possible, because whenever you're talking about a laptop that was in the control and that belongs to the Secret Service, obviously there is important information on there. And so investigators want to track it down as soon as possible and figure out who is behind this. As I said, it happened yesterday morning, Thursday morning at about 8:40 a.m. So what investigators in New York typically do, and I worked in New York for about 10 years, so I know how they work. They canvass the neighborhood, they look for surveillance video, and that's what they are doing now. And they also try to figure out what cars were in that area at the time and how this suspect may have gotten away from the scene. So they are canvassing the area. They're looking for as many leads as they can find in this case.
We were just looking at a full screen about what may have been on that laptop, but what is the data exactly, Jeff, that's on this laptop, and why is it so important that police get this back?
Well, our law enforcement sources are telling us that it is information that pertains to President Trump, that pertains to Hillary Clinton, from what we understand, also files pertaining to the Pope. So this information is described as sensitive, and its release, according to our law enforcement sources, could be considered a compromise of national security. We are waiting to hear back from the Secret Service. They are working on getting us a statement. We still have not received that statement, so we hope to get it at least in the next few minutes.
Okay, Jeff, we'll come back to you just as soon as you have more details again. Thank you. Jeff Pegues in Washington.